Hi, and good morning all. Thank you very much for joining our Backyard Expo webinar this morning. We're fortunate enough to have a lot of people all over the world join us this morning. So thank you very much for taking time out of your very busy schedules. Without further ado, let's begin. I'd just like to introduce you to Chris Piercy, who is who's going to be the gentleman doing the webinar. Chris has been with Backyard Expo for 8 years now, and he's the director of business development for Backyard Expo. So, Chris, all yours. Take it away.
Oh, wow. Thanks. I'm so excited to be here. I hope I can make this as an enjoyable experience for you guys as it's going to be for me, I'm sure. Looking forward. So hopefully everyone can see me. Good morning or afternoon or evening or whatever time I might be in your neck of the woods. Again, I'm Chris Piercy, and I'm in charge of Horner Express Backyard Expo division. We specialize in everything that's not a swimming pool. So that would be exciting things like outdoor kitchens, which is what our topic is today. We do some fire features, pool tile, patio shade structures, concrete and natural stone pavers, and all kinds of other fun stuff like that. So let me get right into this, and hopefully I can handle the newfangled technology of Zoom. Just kidding. Hopefully everyone's familiar with Zoom after the many years of COVID related Zoom calls. So let me see if I can share my screen. Share sound. This is all looking good. All right, so I guess one of my teammates will tell me if you can't see the screen. Is everybody good? Can you see that it says outdoor kitchens, the new necessity on the screen? All right, all good. Awesome. All good. And by the way, also, if one of my teammates would prompt me if I'm talking too quickly or get too excited about something. I know we have some people on the Zoom that English might not be your first language, so I'll try to take it easy on my excitement and hopefully go a little slower so everyone can follow along. So anyway, we want to talk about outdoor kitchens, the new necessity. Before I go to the next slide, has anyone seen a increase or a decrease in new leads coming into the business? Well, if you're like most people in the US of A, I would say that's a decrease. I mean, things were awesome during the last 2 years, the COVID times. You remember in 2019 when COVID first was happening and everyone was kind of in a panic for their own health and safety, of course, but also a little apprehensive about what could happen to their businesses. I mean, everyone's going to shutter in place and stay inside and hide out in a closet and not spend any money. Well, it turns out in the United States anyway, that wasn't the case. There was all kinds of people with money coming in, almost free money from our government. And they had so much money they wanted to spend it. They were stuck at home, so they spent it in their backyard. So being in the swimming pool business for the past 2 years in the United States was super, super good. However, I think we're back to reality now, and leads aren't coming in nearly as hot and heavy as they once were. So a lot of our customers, dealers here in the US, and I'm sure abroad, are thinking, oh my goodness, what can we do to maintain our income? So hopefully you want to think about selling an outdoor kitchen. And obviously you do, because you took the time out of your hectic, busy schedule to tune in to listen to me talk to you. So the good news is people want outdoor kitchens. As a matter of fact, last year there was 2 billion searches on Google, something related to an outdoor kitchen. Look at that, almost 72 million TikTok views, videos with something related to an outdoor kitchen. 500,000 hashtags on the gram. According to Forbes magazine, outdoor kitchens are seeing a strong design trend for modern homes. Outdoor kitchens are topping the American Institute of Architects' top project trends. People want to be outside. This is largely due to outdoor kitchen enhancements more than ever before. And since, as I said before, since COVID, people are spending more time and money at and on their homes. And of course, an outdoor kitchen is a great addition to any home and outdoor space. Doesn't everyone agree? I certainly think so. Outdoor kitchens can be a little bit of a challenge. I don't know if anyone on the call is currently doing anything with outdoor kitchens. Maybe you are, but there's a couple different ways that a person could go about constructing an outdoor kitchen. This is one of those ways, making it out of concrete blocks. Certainly a very strong and substantial, stable outdoor kitchen construction method, but also one that is a very major construction project. Certainly going to be some specialty people involved in constructing this behemoth. It can be a rather lengthy and messy and ugly construction process. The good news is it's certainly going to be built to last, and it has a pretty low material cost. It isn't very expensive to buy concrete blocks. However, it can be a time-consuming endeavor, and certainly has a pretty high cost of labor, and you have to make sure you have the right person involved to make it all work. This is a more common method, call it the unreliable option, but this is where you find a contractor, and the contractor goes to the local building supply store and buys some metal studs, and starts constructing it on site. And this can certainly be an effective method as long as your contractor guy here is a good guy and knows what he's doing and does a good job and doesn't show up hungover or tired, or whatever his issues may be. Because if there's ever an issue with a construction project like this, your client doesn't even remember who this guy is, because your client paid you, your company, the money to make this outdoor project happen. So it can be a little bit of a challenge if you aren't partnered up with the right person. This can certainly take a few days to get constructed. We think it's a better method than the concrete block method because it's a little less messy. There are actually some companies that actually make outdoor kitchens out of wood. Instead of using metal studs, they use wood studs, hopefully pressure treated wood studs, but they use wood. Can anyone think what issues could arise with an outdoor kitchen cabinet that is holding a highly flammable product that is capable of reaching 600 or 800 degrees? Could that be any kind of a concern using a cabinet that's made out of a combustible material like wood? Possibly. Also, do insects and bugs and critters enjoy a wooden surrounding? Yes, they do. So there are some challenges with a wooden construction project. So we think steel is a better alternative than wood for sure. However, there is something that's even better than that, and that's a factory-built outdoor kitchen cabinet. So here's some examples of in production. Here's one that is getting ready to be finished on the job site. I can see that it's already framed, is already built. The cutouts for all the appliance openings are already done. And at the bottom here are some finished objects using this same technique where we are building it at a factory and delivering it to the job site. There's not a contractor building it on site. It's pretty much done when it arrives. Not all the way done because we still have to add some finishes to it, but a whole lot quicker time frame being on the job site than building like so. All right. So I said that these were going to be built in a factory. Let's give you a little bit of background about that factory. The manufacturer of the particular products that we're going to focus on today is called the Outdoor Plus. Just for ease of everybody, they abbreviate their name to TOP, the Outdoor Plus. And the Outdoor Plus is a U.S. manufacturer of fire and water products. They were established in 2011. They specialize in the manufacture of fire features, torches, scuppers, water bowls. You can kind of see some of their products here. This gentleman here in the middle, you can see my cursor over, is actually the owner of the company. And I think most of the employees are somehow related to the owner. So that's kind of a cool story, kind of a family-owned business that started out pretty small and has grown to be a pretty big company now. Now they are proudly manufacturing outdoor kitchen cabinetry and cooking products. And we call that the Diamond Grill line. And they are made and shipped from Ontario, California. I said they had some humble beginnings. In 2010, they started out with about 2,500 square feet of space. And then they grew out of that space in 4.5 years. So they moved to a little bit larger space in 2015. And then in 2020, they picked up even more space. So currently, they do have 3 facilities and approximately 150,000 square feet of manufacturing capability. So they're dynamic and growing, and we're proud to be a partner of theirs. Here are some pictures of the inside processes of the manufacturing facility. And to be perfectly honest with you, I can't tell exactly what everything is going on here, but obviously some kind of welding is in place here. I'm assuming this is a water jet cutting machine. You can see that there's still some manual labor involved as well. Looks like this is probably a finishing process where they're cleaning up some of the welds on some stainless steel. I'm guessing that this is manufacturing of some electronic control components. And looks like this is probably a laser cutting metal machine that's cutting out metal parts out of metal. I'm not going to give you a factory tour, obviously, because it was a pretty poor one, but just trying to give you an idea that, you know, they do have some modern skill and technology involved, as well as some good old-fashioned manual labor. A very hands-on company, we'll say. Outdoor kitchens are cool. Well, they're hot. They're cool because everyone wants one, something that's very profitable for you as a pool contractor. People already trust you in their backyards because they are having you do an outdoor swimming pool or a pool renovation or whatever it is that you're doing for them. So they already have trust in you. Why not capitalize on that trust and give them something that most everyone would like to have? The reason that you probably don't think about you giving it to them in the first place is because you never mentioned that you wanted to. So be like Nike and just do it. Offer this to every one of your customers. Make it part of the project offering. So with an outdoor kitchen, there are actually 2 parts of this, right? There is the appliance part, the grills, and the fixtures that go inside the cabinet. And then there's the cabinetry itself. So with the Outdoor Plus, I said that they were the Diamond Series grills. They have 2 different sizes, 36 and a 42. The 36 will be the most popular size. It's the most normal size for most people. Unless you're dealing with a large family or someone who likes to entertain a lot, then they might consider going up to a 42. This is a side burner, double side burner. People either want a double side burner or they don't care about it. So, we have to do a little bit of investigation with the consumer to figure out what their needs are. This is a griddle. which is real popular in outdoor cooking these days. You might think of it as an hibachi. It's a flat top cooking surface versus a traditional grill. And then we have some access doors to help you get inside of the cabinet. You can see that here's a good setup with we call this a door and drawer combination. So typically behind this door would be your LP tank. And then you have some storage here for your cooking utensils, spatulas, brushes, all that kind of fun stuff. Sometimes people like to do extra storage drawers. So we have that. And this is a LP drawer system. So your LP tank would typically be sitting inside this door. You pull the whole thing out and it pulls the LP tank out with it. These grills can be fueled by LP, liquid propane, or by natural gas. When you order the grill, we would like you to order it fuel specific. However, if you didn't do that, it's fuel convertible. So you can change a liquid propane grill to consume natural gas pretty easily. And we can, get more into the weeds on that and tell you how that's done. But just keep that in mind that you can convert them in the field. So we have the appliances as part of the outdoor kitchen. And then we have the framing or the cabinetry as part of the outdoor kitchen. So the really cool part about this program, the Diamond Series, is that the cabinetry is shipped in a KD fashion. KD for knockdown, meaning it doesn't consume a lot of space. And so for exporting from the US, this is a great thing because you can get a lot of these on a skid or a pallet or in a container. So it's a way to help the export make sense. So the configuration of an outdoor kitchen cabinet is kind of simple. We really tried to make it really simple. There's three different sizes of boxes or frames, and you add these together to make whatever configuration of cabinetry you're trying to accomplish. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's assume that it does. So the benefit to a KD type of configuration versus something that's built on site, it assembles very quickly and it's very easy to assemble. I'm going to show you that in just a few minutes. You save money on labor versus being built on site. Certainly a whole lot quicker turnaround time than one that's being built on site. And in our case here with this KD shipping program, you're going to save quite a bit of money in the cost of freight because we can get more units on a container. And maybe we don't have to buy a whole container full of outdoor kitchens, but maybe we can combine a couple outdoor kitchens with a container that's already coming to you. I think that might be the best approach. Let's walk before we run. So with our program, you're going to build the frame on site. And when I say build the frame, I just mean take these boxes that come and put them together. Then you're going to add a cement board. Cement board can either be Durarock or Hardy board. This is a pretty commonly known construction material. And then you're going to finish it to your or your client's taste. It can be finished with a stone veneer. This particular example here is a stucco finish. And then you can add a solid granite slab or solid marble slab. Sometimes we even see people just use like 24-inch by 24-inch pool paper, pavers that actually turns out pretty nice and is a very inexpensive way of making a countertop. So let me show you how easy it is to build one of these frames. We're going to take a few minutes and watch a video here. And I think you'll think it's pretty cool. I hope so anyway. Let's see.
Hey guys, this is Liz from the Outdoor Plus, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to build the Diamond Grill Island. So here we have is our Diamond Grill Island, and it's going to come with our soft capping screws. So all you're going to really need, and the only tool you will need, is your drill. So let's get started. So the easy way to guide yourself on building the island, you will have some brackets, and you gotta make sure those brackets are installed towards the inside and they are facing up. So we're gonna secure our corner first so it won't move, and it makes it easier for us to install. Let me get my screw. Make sure it's evened out. There we go. All right. Let's just center it in a little bit, even it out, and let's continue to install the rest of it. So it's like a puzzle. You make sure it goes into those brackets. It can be easy to slide in. Now we're gonna put our top. And our top is gonna fall right on those brackets that are facing up. Make sure it's all evened out. Oops. There we go. It's easy. Now, that is our 36-inch. We're going to do and continue the 30. The cool thing about this is that it's very lightweight, so it's very easy for me to install it. That's our back. I'm going to do the front side. See how I'm lining up the brackets and just sliding them over. It'll be easier towards the end because once I'm done building it, all I have to do is screw everything in place. There we go. Now, last but not least, the smallest one, and almost finishing up my island. Front side. Slide it in. There we go. Our last piece at the end. Slide it in. Perfect. Last piece, guys, the top. And then we are almost done. Perfect. Time to drill. All right, guys, we are done building our Diamond Grill Island. It took me about 5 minutes to do. The best part about it is that there is no mess. Also, remember, it is cost efficient. It's very lightweight, and you will be saving on freight. The next step is for you to add your finish, and then add the grill, the griddle, the side burner, and the doors. And there you will have a completed island. Remember, we will be doing a video on installing the components, so keep an eye out for that.
So we saw the video, we watched Liz build an outdoor kitchen cabinet in 5 minutes or less. Are we excited? Yeah, anyone could do that, right? Yeah. So we've tried to make this program as simple as possible. we came up with 4 different sizes and configurations of packages, and we put the pricing right there, and let's just talk about them. So we have a Diamond Series 1 grill, or outdoor kitchen, we'll call it. And it comes with a 4 feet cabinet section and a 2 feet cabinet section. We put those together and we get about a 6 foot cabinet, right? And I'm sorry, I can't do it in millimeters or centimeters. I'm sorry, I'm not that technically savvy, but we got about 6 feet of cabinet. And in that 6 feet, we're going to have a grill. We could have the grill on the left and the prep area on the right, or we could put the prep area on the left and the grill on the right just by changing the smaller section from here to here. We have a beautiful 36-inch grill and some doors for access underneath it. And we're going to charge our dealers $3,095 for this complete kit. And I have an estimated freight cost of between $400 to $900. And I'll tell you why that there's a big range there, because some people on this call, it would make more sense, I think, to have the freight forwarded from the West Coast of the United States, California. So freight for the skid, we're talking about 1 pallet, 1 kitchen at a time, from the manufacturer, the Outdoor Plus, to the freight forwarder in Long Beach, about $400. If it makes more sense to have the freight forwarded from the East Coast of the United States, Miami, looks like about $900 worth of freight to get it to the forwarder. And we have a suggested sale price down here of about $6,000. So you can see you're making substantial amount of profit margin on this particular outdoor kitchen. All right, then we have a little bit bigger package. Actually, it's about the same, sorry, it's exactly the same size, but we've added a side burner over here. And we've added some extra drawers for storage. So we increased the price a little bit because we added more stuff. Easy breezy, right? Then we have a little bit larger outdoor kitchen cabinet and configuration. So now we have a 4 feet plus 3 feet, that's 7 feet, plus 2 feet, that's 9 feet. So a pretty big outdoor kitchen cabinet with a grill, a griddle or hibachi or flat top heating utensil, some storage drawers, double drawer and door combo, and then some extra doors. So you can see that now it costs a little bit more. Freight's a little bit more because there's more to it. It's a bigger skid, heavier, but we're going to sell it for quite a bit more too. And then last but not least, this is our biggest option that we have set up as a pre-built package. And you can see now we have a grill, the griddle, and a side burner. Okay, and these are the cabinetry to hold each one of those appliances. And here's a 3D rendering of how it can be configured. Of course, if you wanted it to be with the grill on the right, you can certainly do that just by changing the orientation or the configuration of your cabinetry. And if we wanted to have a bigger unit, a longer outdoor kitchen run, we could just add another 4 foot section or a 3 foot section and design it however we wanted it to be. I love it. So it's real simple. These are the basics of the cabinetry. A larger one, a little bit smaller, and then a smaller one yet. So this is 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet. And this is showing them with no backsplash. They can also do the same thing, but with a backsplash, which is the piece that behind the grill. Typically, if it's up against the house, you don't need a backsplash because that's going to be your house. But maybe if it's out as a freestanding island, you want to have this backsplash. So the same exact thing, except now we're adding this little backsplash piece. And then this is what we call a rear bar overhang. So we have the backsplash. So the standard height from the floor to the top of this countertop is 36 inches. Then it goes up 6 inches of backsplash, and then we have a bar hanging off the backside. Okay. Also, if you were wanting to add outdoor refrigeration, you would order one of these 24-inch sections, and it's already has the cutout in it to fit your 24-inch outdoor rated refrigerator. This is something that is going to be coming soon. It's not out exactly yet, but this is the same type of program, except now they're going to have a powder-coated aluminum frame already on the outside. It's still going to be modular. It's still going to be KD. For example, this would be one piece laid flat in the box. And then you would have the side piece, the back piece, and you put them all together. The idea here is that you don't have to add the cement board to it or any other finishes. This is going to be a painted, color, powder coated color. We're going to offer 4 or 5 standard colors. And then the top is actually going to be a polished powder coated aluminum. So you could leave it just like this and be done, or you could put a solid piece of granite or other natural stone material on top of it as a different style of countertop. So this is a little bit about the actual appliances themselves. Just a little bit of the features and benefits. These are cast stainless steel burners for longer life, and they do have a lifetime warranty on the burners. They have what they call a cooling handle on the outdoor grill. Basically, it just means that there's some airspace inside this handle. So it's designed not to get hot, because obviously the inside of the grill can be very warm. It just talks a little bit about the way that the things are designed. Here's another sheet. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Talks a little bit more about the cooling handle. This shows you what the burners look like. There are lights on the inside of the grill. They're located here and here. This is what the burner looks like, a lifetime warranty on the burner. It's a cast stainless steel. Just some basic sales information on the grill itself. This is what I think is a really nice slide. This is related to statistics in the United States, so it might be a little bit different in overseas, but just play along with me and put your own profit percentages and own average cost of things into the equation. But the average cost of a pool in the United States is about $80,000 US right now. And when a pool builder sells an $80,000 pool, the average profit that they make after all the bills are paid and the commission and all that, the materials are bought, is about 10%. So that's about $8,000. And we all know that a lot of things can happen during the construction process. What if something goes wrong? You kind of bite into that $8,000 profit. It certainly takes a lot of scheduling, coordination, aggravation to get you to that $8,000 profit. And you certainly have to put out a lot of money before you recoup on that money, because most of the time, especially here, people give you a deposit and they give you a little bit of money at each stage of the project, but it's it's a very cash flow poor proposition. But if you happen to sell a $15,000 kitchen and you use the suggested sell prices that we have provided you, it's about a 35% profit margin. So you get about $5,000 of profit on a $15,000 project versus $8,000 worth of profit on an $80,000 project. And with an outdoor kitchen, someone else has built the framing. Someone else can install it if you can do it yourself. It doesn't leak or turn green. It doesn't cave in and rain doesn't delay it. And you get your profit in a couple of weeks versus many, many months. So what if instead of selling that $80,000 pool, you sold a $65,000 pool and combine it with a $15,000 outdoor kitchen? So your grand total would still be $80,000. But look what it does to the profit. You make about an additional $3,500 on every project versus just selling the pool alone. So we think that's a pretty good idea. So just a couple things, I'm not going to go into the weeds too much, but a couple things to keep in mind. There are some specific differences between an outdoor kitchen and an indoor kitchen, but there's a lot of commonality too. Obviously, a kitchen is a kitchen, right? And the big differences between an indoor kitchen and an outdoor kitchen is one is you're outside and one is you're inside. But you still want to try to keep in mind some of the basic principles of design if you can. And that is the kitchen work triangle. And basically that just means that you want to be able to stand here and have easy access to all three of your cooking components. So here's your sink, here's your grill, here's your fridge. A lot of the outdoor kitchen projects that we do are just a straight line configuration. So it's a little bit of a weirder triangle, a little bit less convenient a triangle, but there's still a triangle, right? Because if I'm the cook and I'm standing here, I have access to my refrigerator, to my sink, to my grill. So that's kind of what you want to try to incorporate in your designs as much as you can. Here's a semi-common L-shaped configuration. We do that sometime with outdoor kitchens. Again, there's a triangle thing here. You got your grill, your sink, your fridge. So when you're doing outdoor designs, it's as much as you can, try to keep that in consideration. And when you're doing an outdoor design versus an indoor design, you want to try to adapt to the movement and the functionality of your outdoor space. So what I mean by that is, I don't know if you can see this very well, but let's hope that you can. This, I'm assuming over here is where the person's house is. And over here is their screen door or a screen door to get into their covered area. So you see how they didn't take the outside of the outdoor kitchen all the way to the house. They left access. So you come in the screen door and you can get behind the outdoor area. So that's a really good design feature. Look down here at the bottom. This is probably my favorite one ever. This isn't my project, but I found it on the internet, right? So the thing I love about this project, this space has everything. Of course, he's got this beautiful outdoor kitchen here, got a beautiful view of the lake in the back, got the TV for the football games, either round football or oblong football, whatever your preference is. He's got heaters, radiant heat heaters up here in the ceiling. He's got a big fan for cooling, but don't buy yet. He's also got a mini split air conditioning system over here. So this guy is the ultimate party house. He's got it all going on. I would like to be his friend. And of course, when you're doing things for outdoors, you got to make sure that you're using the right type of weather resistant material. This is a concrete block setup. This is a cementitious board with a stone veneer on top of it. This is a cementitious cement board with a stucco exterior finish on it. Just want to point out some things to take into consideration when you're designing an outdoor kitchen. Here's a very long island style. Look at this. This is very similar to one of the packages that we were looking at earlier. We have a flat top griddle. We have a grill. We have plenty of storage. This one has a side burner and we have some refrigeration. So this is a triangles type of deal again, right? I like the way that they did this design. This is a ventilation hood to capture any smoke off the grill. And then they put the flat top griddle really close to the outside. So that, any smoke or whatever can escape out the outside versus getting trapped back here in the screen room. This is kind of a cool thing. One thing that I say here is to make sure that you have sufficient drainage. Okay, you look at this design, you see this is a deck drain going here, and they stop the edge of the outdoor kitchen right in front of the deck drain. So when it rains heavily, the rain is going to be able to get to the deck drain to get exited out off the deck and not flood this area. I'm not going to go into too much space there. Another thing is, let me see what time we got here. Okay, we're good. This is what I call suggestive selling and talking to people. And when we're talking about an outdoor kitchen, we want to discuss their thoughts and needs. We want to do things like figure out if we can add some outdoor seating. How many guests are they going to be cooking for? How many, how often do they party? This setup is also super nice. He's got his beautiful outdoor kitchen over here. He's got a patio shade structure, a pergola over here, the dining table underneath it. He's got some beautiful seating around the area. This is a fire pit. So all this stuff maybe start out with an outdoor kitchen, but because this particular dealer was savvy and talked to the customer about how he's going to, finish the area, now he has an opportunity to sell them the outdoor seating, the fire feature, the pergola. It's a great opportunity to provide additional services and make even more money. Everyone wants to make more. More is better. So I think with that, I'm done. If everybody else is good, I would say thank you very much for attending. I hope you got something out of it. Hope everybody, including Hannah, is excited, because we know that she is, and going to sell some outdoor kitchens and make a whole lot of money and be happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.